Welcome to Community Links, everybody. This is Sign, Say, and Play with Alice, and today we are going to talk about signs that signs are coming. We get a lot of questions. I've been doing this forever. How come my baby doesn't sign yet? So we're going to talk a little bit about how you're going to realize that, you know, your baby's paying attention and maybe thinking about doing it. So signs will come when they're ready, same as everything else. Just keep modeling. The babies, they'll figure it out and they'll do it when they want to. There's some indicators though that the babies start to think about it, and one of those is they start to pay attention to your hands. The things that your hands are doing, they know it means something, so they're looking, oh, what's she gonna do now? Another idea is they get excited. Oh, Mommy's gonna do it, I know it, or Daddy's gonna do it, Daddy, do it. So there's lots of those kind of things. Comprehension. They begin to understand that association with your hands, that doing something with your hands means that something else is going to happen. Imitation. They start to imitate what you do. So if you do the sign, maybe they'll do the sign back. Spontaneous signing. They might just choose a sign because it's fun to do, and all they know is it means communication. Mom pays attention to me, Dad pays attention to me when I do these kind of things. It also helps that they're starting to build a signing vocabulary. Even if it's in their little minds and they don't actually do it yet, they're learning that there's many different signs and many different ways of doing them. They start to watch for more signs to learn, or they start to create ones of their own even. They might start to point at things and then look at you like, what's the sign for this? So there's lots of those little indicators, and your little one will let you know which ones they prefer. We're going to get into our first song of the day, and we're going to do Sign, Say, and Play.
Come on, everybody. It's time to sign, say, and play.
Ready?
Why have we all come today to join in this sign, say, and play? For friendship games and simple signs to help us share what's on our minds. Now begins our fun today as we all sign, say, and play. Why have we all come today to join in this sign, say, and play? To learn a way to stop our tears and bring us joy and calm our fears. Now begins our fun today as we all sign, say, and play. Why have we all come today to join in this sign, say, and play? To bring us love and laughter too, and happy times for me and you. Now begins our fun today as we all sign, say, and play. As we all sign, say, and play.
Our next song is Look Who's Here, and we're going to say hi to Bebo and all our little friends out there.
Where is Bebo? Where is Bebo? Here he is. Here he is. How are you today, Bebo? Bebo's feeling fine. Well, let's
today are all about bath time. So our first one today is, of course, that water. So you're going to make a W with your fingers and you're going to say water, water. Say water, water. We like to play in the water. Our next one is duck. It's just like the bill of a duck. We're going to make a duck sound. Quack, 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 quack. Duck. Quack, 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 duck. Bubbles. We can't play in the water without lots of bubbles. So our next sign is bubbles, and you can make a little round circle, and you're going to pop the bubble, and it's going to be bubbles, bubbles, and it's going to be bubbles, bubbles. Our next one is frog, and there's lots of ways to do the frog. Most little guys, they think about that tongue sticking out of their mouth, so they go milk for their frog. Another way to do it is to get your little fingers like the frog's legs and go frog, frog. There's also toothbrush. We can't forget our little teeth, so we're going to take our finger and we're going to make it into a toothbrush. Toothbrush, toothbrush. Our last one, of course, is all about bath time, so we're going to do bath. We're going to pretend to scrub your body. Bath. When we follow our child's lead in play, we're actually setting a foundation for positive and successful learning. We recognize that there's a difference between adult-led play and child-led play. Often with adult agendas, it's the stacking of the blocks and making a nice, funny tower with it. A child's agenda, you can guess where that's going. It's to knock it down. And sometimes we don't quite mesh because we want to finish that tower, but the little one wants to knock it down before you're even ready. So we have to really pay attention to whose agenda we're following, ours or theirs. Another one is children should be allowed to guide the play, and we can verbally describe the activities, and they're more likely to pay attention longer when they get to do it. Often when we start the play and we follow it, attention span ends up being this long, and then they're off to doing something else. If we encourage what they're interested in and talk about what they're interested in, the activity tends to last quite a bit longer. It also allows more opportunities for us to model new skills, like our signing. When we redirect a child to adult agendas constantly, it sends the message that the child's agenda is not very important, and they lose their attention and they lose interest and they don't want to do it anymore. Often leads to frustrations on your side and their side. Remember, activities though, they still need to follow family rules and safety. Don't let them do whatever they want, especially if it's going to be dangerous for them. We're going to go into our story now. Our story today is my bath time signs. So Weeble's going to sit beside me while we do it. Our story today is my bath time signs. My bath time signs. Bath. Squiggles needs a bath. Bubbles. Suki pops the bubbles. Frog. Songbird likes the frog. Water. Scooter splashes the water. Duck. Suki holds the duck. Toothbrush. Sunshine uses her toothbrush. And just in review, water, duck, bubbles, pop those bubbles, frog, toothbrush, and bath. And that's the end of our story. Our first song is Baby Takes a Bath. And we're going to do bath, we're going to do water, bubbles, and frog. Baby takes a bath fun to splash and play when baby likes the water. Baby pops the bubbles, baby pops the bubbles. It's so much fun to splash and play. Baby pops the bubbles. Baby sees a frog, baby sees a frog. It's so much fun to splash and play when baby sees a frog. Baby takes a bath, baby takes a bath. It's so much fun to splash and play when baby takes a bath. Baby likes the water, baby likes the water. It's so much fun to splash and play when baby likes the water. Baby pops the bubbles, baby pops the bubbles. It's so much fun to splash and play when baby pops the bubbles. Baby sees the frog, baby sees the frog. It's so much fun to splash and play. Baby sees the frog, baby sees the frog. That was fun. Our next song is it's a bath time, and we're going to do bath, we're going to brush our teeth, and we're going to feed the duck. Ready?
It's fun to take a bath. Bath, bath.
Take a bath, I say. Higgledy piggledy bubbly boop. It's fun to sign and play.
Let's brush your teeth.
Brush our teeth. Brush, brush, brush our teeth. Brush our teeth, I say. Higgledy piggledy bubbly boop. It's fun to sign and play.
Now let's feed the duck.
Duck, duck, feed the duck. Feed the duck, I say. Higgledy piggledy bubbly boop. It's fun to sign and play.
It's so much fun to take a bath, to splash in the water, get squeaky clean.
Bath,
Bath, bath,
take a bath, I say. Higgledy piggledy bubbly boop. It's fun to sign and play.
don't forget to brush your teeth.
Brush, brush, brush your teeth. Brush your teeth, I say. Higgledy piggledy bubbly boop. It's fun to sign and play.
Now let's feed the duck.
Duck, duck, feed the duck. Feed the duck, I say. Higgledy piggledy bubbly boop. It's fun to sign and play. Higgledy piggledy bubbly boop. It's fun to sign and play. Higgledy piggledy bubbly boop. It's fun to sign and play.
It's fun to sign and play.
Thanks for joining us today. Thank you for everyone that has liked our channel, and please feel free to subscribe if you like what we're doing here today. Our last song is going to be It's Time to Go, and we're going to say goodbye to Bebo and all our friends.
Bye-bye, Bebo. It's time to go.
But we'll be back real soon for more fun with
Sign,
Sign,
say, and play.
Say bye-bye, Bebo, it's time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Bye-bye, Bebo, it's time to go. So long, Bebo. Bye-bye, everyone, it's time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Bye-bye, everyone, it's time to go. So